Welcome to our first podcast. This dog podcast could have been an email. I'm Melanie Newman.
I'm Zach Douglas.
I'm Jacqie Jiggins.
And I'm Macie Pisa.
Welcome, guys. So today we are going to talk about ourselves because this is our first podcast.
Good Lord. It's finally happening.
We're doing it. We're finally.
Oh,
I feel so honored to be like
The
right
first.
here in the first.
we brought an international with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Here for the christening.
Yeah. Do you feel holy?
No.
Okay. Zach.
Oh, we're starting with me.
Well, we can.
Good Lord.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I've been grooming.
I think you're amazing. by the way.
Oh.
And you're beautiful.
Oh, look, thank you. For those listening at home, you should be getting onto the socials, YouTube. Where is this going to be airing? One of those
Everywhere.
platforms. You know, you're missing out on the visuals here.
Yeah.
I've been grooming for 16 years. A lot of you will remember me from a horrible TV show that was Big Brother, which is actually coming back.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's coming back onto the
Supposed to be to the old format.
Yes.
The exciting
which was
format.
which was the format that I grew up with and participated in. So, auditioning for Big Brother was a 6-month process back in the day. It was a cattle call situation. So you would show up. This was before social media, ladies and gentlemen, and you would show up and audition individually, and they would literally, it was like firing line. You had a number.
So did you have to send in a tape to audition before you lined up?
No.
And let's just, right, because so people understand, I didn't know you from Big Brother, which is weird. I think I was the
Which was
only
great.
one
I
in
think that was the only
Melbourne.
reason we got along. Yeah.
I know. I was telling Macie earlier. So I think I was the only one that had no idea
Mm,
who you were.
yeah.
And I was just like, oh, well, let's go get lunch.
Yeah.
I said
Let's
you
go.
probably liked her because she was a friend, not a fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I found them really intimidating. The first, we've had this discussion before, but when I first met you, I was petrified because remember when I came into your grooming school, as it was back in the day, to essentially get my accreditation to be a groomer, I found Mel ridiculously intimidating. I went home to my partner and said, she hates me. They're not going to take me. Like, what? Like, this is crazy. But then we formed this long life friendship. It's been 16
I really
years.
liked you from the start, so I don't know where you're getting your information from.
It's so funny because I thought the same thing because how I met you was like through comps and stuff when you judged. I was like, oh my God, it's Melanie Newman. Oh my God, she's going to hate my grooms. Like,
Yeah.
I've got no talent,
Yeah.
you know. Like, she's going to put me in
I've
the
always
dirt,
admired
you know.
you.
And then you were like, oh no, the grooms are great. And I was like, oh, she likes me.
Because you know a groomer by their work, essentially. And like the benchmark is so high.
Yeah.
Only as good
When it
as our
comes to
last
you.
room.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's true. Okay, so did you line up? Tell
Yeah,
me.
so we lined up and you auditioned after you'd lined up. It was a group of 20 to 30 people and it was virtually,
What did you do for your audition?
the first one was everyone was making gorilla noises and everyone had to be a wild animal. And if you wanted to be on national TV, like
You did the thing.
made those noises. And then they virtually went through and went, yes, no, yes, no. And then you went through to a secondary audition again on the same day, and the groups just got smaller and smaller and smaller. And it was a 6-month audition process from there on out. You had emails, aptitude tests. You had to go for like sexual health checks. You weren't allowed to have had any cold sores. Like they screened the absolute bejesus out of you before actually giving you the green tick. So it was a really, really intense process.
Wow.
For Big Brother, really
Wow.
intense.
As soon as I get stressed, I get a cold sore.
Yeah.
So that would do, I'll get one just lining up.
But psychic analysis and like all of these like mental like things to make sure that you weren't going to like, schizophrenic or kill someone in there because essentially you're locked up and there's knives in the kitchen.
It's
They've got
kind of
to.
like jail.
Yeah, it really is. So that was
Except
huge.
you don't have to use a spork. Yeah. So for the people who are just listening to this, that's how you know that you're pretty, because you got lined up and picked off.
Look, I was really strategic. I remember they gave me my number, which was M blah, blah, blah. M was for Melbourne because they went around the whole of Australia. And it was, I can't remember what my number was, but everybody else stuck it to their chest. And in the lineup, I was like, hell no. I stuck it to my leg. And I popped a hip, ladies and gentlemen. I just popped it to the side. And when they went along to say yes or no, they virtually went down and went, yes. But here's another really good trick. Always think outside the box in a lineup situation, because you get one chance. It's maybe like 20 seconds, if that.
True.
And they want to know a word to describe yourself. Everyone's using words like fun, I'm energetic, I'm lots of fun. And fun was used. Virtually every person came to me and I went compassionate. And I swear to God, the look on the casting director's face just went, that's one I haven't heard for today. And I thought, yeah, I'm in with a shot here because I've actually given them something that they haven't heard for the past 8 hours of the day.
Yeah.
You
So
gave them
that's something
a garter
that's true.
and compassion.
theatre and brains. Who knew? Who knew?
Girl.
So yeah, that's virtually my story. I then went from Big Brother. I did the whole touring thing. It lasted maybe a couple of years. I tried to go back
So
to
what season were you on?
I was 2007, so yeah, that was 07. We were the last
probably
year with
watched your
Gretel
season.
Colleen. Oh, really?
Yeah, my grandmother was obsessed with Big Brother. I used to watch it every Saturday when I was at her house.
Well, they're rehashing it now online. You're actually doing like a live rewatch of all of the seasons, and they're about midway through season 6. So I'm the following. So
Because I haven't even
don't watch it, darling.
Googled it.
Don't watch
Because you
it.
told
Can
me
we-
not
Don't
to.
watch it.
Can we
You'll
have
judge
a night
me.
where we just watch?
A live react.
No,
Live react. Yes,
no.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Many a proud not
I
moment.
wouldn't even know what you look like then. I just know you.
Well, I was blonde
groomers.
and
Blonde?
much thinner back then. I was cuter and tighter skin. So it's been a long time. It's been 16 years. So, but I tried to go back to my everyday life after Big Brother, and that just was not going to happen. So I needed something to go into. I had to make a living after the work died down, because you've only got a shelf life in reality TV. Everyone knows that. I tried to go back to my regular life and it just didn't work. And a friend of mine who was on the year before me, David Graham, Farmer Dave, which you guys probably know, he was working with dogs at the time, and he said, Zach, just come and work with me. We'll hide you out the back. Nobody will know that you're there. And that was how I got the foot in the door with working for dogs. I did it for maybe 12 months, a year and a half maybe. And then I realized I'm a creative person. I liked working with the dogs, but I needed something else. And that was how I veered into grooming and found my mojo, I suppose, to realize, well, it's got that creative element. I was still able to work with the dogs, and the rest is history. Then I met you, and you taught me everything that you know, and yeah, took that into my work. So
We're still long life friends.
yes,
That's
I mean, dog grooming
crazy.
is a great place to take your compassion.
It
It
really
is.
is. It
It makes you a
really is.
better
Yeah.
dog groomer.
yeah, you've got to be. We were talking about that earlier. You've got to be compassionate.
If you
I
don't
think.
have compassion and passion, that's it.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Like,
And it
it's-
can't be taught.
No,
Can't be taught.
no. Sometimes you're just like, oh, should it be there? Yeah. And I find that people don't stay long in the industry if
No.
they don't have those two things.
Well, because they've got an idea of what they think grooming is. They see the pretty pictures online, they see, the end results, but at the end of the day, it's so much more than that. And you've got to be compassionate, but you've also got to be a very hard soul to the job.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going to last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah.
work, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very hard work.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys were both, and Macie, like both on for an entire season of your.
Yes, going to you. You
I
won
know.
your show. Good Lord. I came runner up. This lady, she won the whole show.
So we just watched Macie's audition tape.
Oh,
and I'm like,
God.
oh my God, you need to like put that out there.
No. I was watching it. I was like, who is she? Like, so embarrassing.
Beautiful.
I wish my actual audition was somewhere accessible because my actual audition was not something that I filmed. I just happened to run into the producers at a convention. But I actually didn't run into them. My friend at the time did. I was in the bathroom scrubbing dog poop off my shoe, which ended up being my audition tape. They were like, "Just tell us a story. Just tell us a story."
That's cruel.
And I was like,
Okay.
"Well, you see, I just spent the last 40 minutes scrubbing dog poop off my shoe, which I don't know how I ended up here in front of a camera." But there's no dog poop on my shoe anymore.
So what year was this?
This was 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think it was February of 2020 that I met the producers in California, which the producer that I met was actually from Australia.
Oh.
I think it kind of tied together. Like
Yes.
Right.
Pooch Perfect in Australia and the
Yeah.
US, is that right?
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
And he fell in love with me because he was the one who ended up pushing me through.
Okay.
They made me send in another audition tape and I just watched it and I don't know how I ended up on that TV show because that was not it. But I know for a fact that he also sent in my audition tape afterwards to like be like, no, she's really funny.
Right. Right.
But it was a long process, especially because it was during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was constantly just over Zoom. We would have to have a meeting with the producers, and it was I think probably I don't know 6 or 7 months of just constant like email back and forth. And then
was the experience everything that you thought it was going to be?
it was
or-
the craziest time of my life.
Wow.
Like I would absolutely do it again. I know most people would not, but there's just something so interesting about learning about a new industry.
So what would you do differently because you won?
Mm.
So what else is there? Like,
I think what I would do differently has nothing to do with what I would have done on the show,
okay.
and more what I would have done after the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Big Brother was around for many seasons. There was kind of like a path that you could have
Yeah.
gone on
Yeah.
afterwards.
And you could have looked back on stuff
Yeah.
too to get a
Right.
heads up as to what you were
Oh,
getting into.
and I agree with that 100% because had I had my time again, it would be more what happened after the show.
Yes.
That I would have handled that a lot different.
to take advantage of like what we were given.
Exactly. Yeah.
But because there was a lot of controversy with Pooch Perfect, there was a lot of coloring on the dogs.
Yeah.
I think it became a lot that ABC did not want to handle.
Right.
Yeah.
So they kind of like shoved us under the rug a little.
So do you think that was in turn your reflection to go, I think I need to lay low a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I got there was a lot of hate online and I
Oh.
hadn't really been in a place like that before.
Oh.
So it was a little hard, and we were also in the middle of COVID, so I was also kind of a shut-in.
Yeah. Okay.
And so
and
I
no one prepares you for the hate,
no.
like even like the comments or
Because when it comes to dogs, people are completely unfiltered.
yeah.
They really are, because you've got two different spectrums of people: those that love and appreciate and know the industry well,
Yeah.
and then those little Karens at home that have got absolutely no idea.
So because I'm more of a purist,
Mm.
are you
Okay.
more
Yeah.
of a purist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm not big on color,
Mm.
but I'm awfully messy with color as well. So maybe if
But I can appreciate it.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
it's still a skill and it's still hard work.
yeah.
So like I'll look at, the creative section of a comp and go, wow, that's amazing. Not my style, but wow.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can still appreciate good work.
yeah.
I mean, for me, I didn't do it before or after the show.
That's what I was going to
That's-
say.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
did you feel the pressure to perform in that side of things, because the show is heavily densified with coloring?
Yes. So when I auditioned, I asked them, I said, is it going to be color focused
Yeah.
or will
Yeah.
there be other things?
Yeah.
And they told me that it would not be color focused,
Yeah.
that it would be maybe 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And then we get there
And it's just
and it's
back
the
to back.
entire
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And I was fine with that. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we're going to roll with whatever punches they throw. And it was every episode was the punch.
That was my reservations about doing this when it came to Australia.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually I got through to participate in the show, and I pulled out 2 weeks prior to us actually going to camera because I just thought I can't do this. Like, I don't know if this is going to translate well in the Australian community.
Yeah.
And when you rang me, and
Yeah.
you were like, "Come on, Mel, come and be on the show."
Yes,
with me."
yes. I was like, I'm not doing it unless Mel's there with me.
And I'm like, "No,
Yeah, yeah.
no, I can't. I
Mm,
just can't."
mm.
And I'm glad that I didn't.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's not my.
Okay.
I can't do it. But
Yeah.
Wendy, who won ours,
Yeah.
she's amazing in
Mm.
every genre there is.
Yeah.
Like,
I still
even-
remember her Justin Bieber little critter.
Yeah.
The
Everything
Justin
she
Bieber.
did.
Yes.
She didn't like the creative. I can't remember. Was it like a bison or something that she
Yes,
did?
she
Yeah,
did.
it was
Yes.
real
And even because that was one of my episodes that I went to watch, and I was watching her. I think it was on a standard poodle. Is that right?
Yes. I remember it being a bigger, fluffy dog.
And it was walking down the catwalk, and it looked like the dog had hoofs, and it was like
So good.
so realistic. And I'm
Yeah.
like, she is amazing because she does creative in a way that it doesn't have to have color.
Yeah.
Like, incredible.
Yeah.
So all her creative pieces on there were just from her
Yeah.
head.
And I think
just,
that's like grooming. You
Yeah.
know? Like it's creating something that is immersive.
and it doesn't
know.
have to be about the color.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But then when I watched the US one, it was
It
like
was
boom,
all
boom, boom,
all
boom.
color. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
And honestly, like the hate that I got online wasn't from the general public. That wasn't the stuff that bothered me. The things that bothered me were from the people I knew.
Oh, really?
That was-
Like
yeah.
other groomers or
Oh
people
yeah.
within your own
Yeah,
group?
it was the groomers in my industry that
Wow.
you know, didn't think I should have won, that thought someone else should have won. And
Oh.
like, you know, you think about, I put in just as much work.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
put in just as much work. Why do you think that you have the right to say who
Yeah.
should have done what? So that was really honestly what pushed me to like hide for a bit.
Wow.
And I even didn't really compete for a couple years because of that. I just
really.
yeah. So 2021 was the first year that I wasn't on groom team, and it was the only year I wasn't on groom team because I couldn't bring myself to go to competitions. I couldn't bring myself to be in public.
And that's
Macie,
sad.
that's
Within the own
heartbreaking.
industry, that's
That's actually really
sad. That's
heartbreaking.
really
I know.
sad.
And like
Because I feel like our community can be amazing, but then there's that
Yes.
side. It's
Mm.
like, whoa.
Sometimes they'll eat their own
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
Because then
You know?
did you
Yeah.
feel the pressure because you'd won the show that then every groom after that had to be like absolutely amazing. Otherwise people would be going, how didn't she
Yeah.
win? Like,
not on every dog. It was I felt like if I didn't do a creative after being on that show, then it was like I didn't deserve it. So there was part of me that felt like I needed to go and do creative, but I didn't have any interest in doing it. And
Right.
so I think that was the hard part for me, was being okay with the fact that like they don't have to call me a creative groomer. Like that's not who I am.
mm,
I was on a show. I did what I needed to do to win, and I enjoyed it. But creative is not where
Mm.
my heart lies.
yeah.
So I stayed with what made me happy because, you know, that at the end of the day, that's what we're doing this for.
Yeah.
And honestly, all of my dogs are black.
Yeah.
So,
It's hard.
well, at that point, I wasn't doing
Oh,
Bichons.
Okay.
I didn't have Bichons. I had a Bedlington,
yeah.
which I don't know if you know this, but their hair doesn't grow very fast. So if
No.
I color it, like your
Yeah.
dog is blue for the next
Yeah.
50 years.
Yeah.
So I did not do that.
little sheepy.
I did do a creative twist on retro and Bedlington trim, and that became my like thing that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
But
How so? Are you able to like quickly describe the groom?
Yeah, so I guess I can't really describe it super well, but it was a Bedlington trim that I put I carved in lines so it looked like a retro trim
Okay.
on a
Okay.
poodle.
Right.
And I really thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that was like my little like creative outlet into it.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to see photos after.
Oh
I know.
Yes.
I'm so sad that I did it at a time when I didn't think about like taking professional photos and doing more with it because it
Yeah.
was so cool and no one had ever done it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you've got some images that you can share with me and I'll pop up for.
Yeah, I definitely have lots
Yeah.
of pictures and some videos of him. They're old because they're from like 2020, so the
Yeah.
quality is not there. It's not in 4K.
Yeah. We're in like 8K now. Yeah. Jesus.
I can't keep up.
I know.
But so now I'm kind of getting back into like social media and trying to bring myself back out there because I've reached a point where I think I can handle maybe
Yeah.
the people online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You kind of get scarred by it. I remember looking at the comments at Shark Tank, and I watched our Shark Tank episode only like probably 8 months ago, and it aired in like 2017 or something.
Yeah. Ages
Like,
ago.
and I've
Oh my
just
God.
only watched it. Like,
yeah, I think you have to though. Like, I reckon, that first week or so when you release something, don't look at the
I
comments.
couldn't
Because
this has
those people who are
been
chronically
years.
online go,
Yeah, because I looked at the comments before, because as soon as it was aired, I went straight to the comments like an idiot
Mm.
and then read some of the comments, and they were so horrible, and I couldn't
Mhm.
believe how horrible people are.
Mm.
So then I never watched the episode until earlier this year, and then I watched it and I read the comments and I was like, I feel a bit tougher now
yeah.
because you're so
You're hard,
vul-
battle hardened.
I know, because you feel so vulnerable to what people say. And I think that was like a decision as well when you said, come on, be on Pooch Perfect with me. I'm like, no,
You're right. Yeah.
because you never forget about the negative things that happen and what people say because they're really hurtful.
Because it takes a lot to put yourself out there on
Yeah.
social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah.
Social media is a beautiful tool, but it's also the devil.
And when you're on programs where you've got no control of the content that's
Yep,
gonna
this
be
is true.
surrounding you,
Yep.
like you're so vulnerable
Mm.
to what's happening. And I remember one comment, it stayed with me, and it was something about, oh, she's the ugly version of Janine.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, and I think it was because like Janine is family, and you're just kind of like, whoa, that's not nice. And
Okay. So
yeah.
before we talk about the terrible comments though, so how did your audition end up happening? How did you end up on Shark Tank?
Well, I didn't want to. I wasn't. We were fans, and we still watch it. We're watching it last night, the American
But
one.
you won't wash your own.
I know. Because people are amazing, and they come up with these amazing ideas, and they're so passionate about their business and things. So I was always a huge fan, and I actually went to see my auntie Janine, and because we just started exporting, so I needed help with exporting and grants that are available and all that sort of stuff. And I know that she had somebody helping her with that. Anyway, so I went and seen her and contacted her, and I went into her office, and then she's like, Mel, this is great. I'm so happy. And we're just chatting about the business. And she's like, you know what? You need to apply for Shark Tank. I'm like, nope. I watched last night's episode, and it was this Italian guy on a bike, and you guys grilled him. And I'm like, I can't be that person. And she's like, no, you'll do so well. Just do it. So then we auditioned and got through, and it was grueling, the auditions. Like, even like dealing with different producers. I don't know if you guys had like you'd have one producer, and then you'd go for another audition, and
Mhm.
then you'd have to do a video audition, and then you'd have to go and see the psychs, and then it was like by the time you get through the process, you're just like, oh,
It's
Is it-
mentally draining.
is it over yet?
Mm.
Is it done? Oh no, it's not.
Mm.
It's not done. But like even going just before, we had like 7 dogs on set. So we were one of the only ones, because when you go through the doors, that's the first time that you see anybody.
Right.
So that's the first time you see the sharks, you see the set, you're out the back, and you know what it's like out the back of a film set. It's just nothing. And it was like 40 degrees in Sydney. So we've got all the dogs, and because we had the 7 dogs, they wanted to do a few test runs of when you walk down that corridor. So the dogs are running with us all,
Mhm.
and they had 4 random people sitting in the chairs. So they wanted to get the dogs used to seeing those people. So the doors wouldn't open, and then 4 people are eyeballing them, and
They go,
They get
"Ah."
stage
Yeah,
fright.
yeah.
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 So then that we did a few runs of that. So the dogs were fine running through, and then they were excited about seeing the other people on the other side, because they were like, come on, come on, come on,
Nice.
you know, encouraging them. And then the sharks, as soon as they seen dogs, they did the same thing. Come on, come on, come on. But before, because nobody knew that I was related to Janine. So once we did the audition, that was it. We didn't talk about it. We didn't do anything until that day when, and you know what it's like? It's like you, from the audition to the filming to when it airs, is like a year and a half later.
Mhm.
And I remember you would always say to me, Zach, how's it going? I'm like, oh. But so we're just about to go out on set, and our producer comes up, and you know what it's like when you've got your producer that works with you? It's like family. They're like the people that you go to when you've got problems. They help you through everything, and you don't know what's happening at all on sets. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're just not prepared for what they know on the other side. Do you know what I mean? They know what's going on. But when you're not in TV at all, you have no idea. You're just like, what's going to happen now?
They just
Walking-
lock you in a room and then,
Yes.
surprise.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Mhm.
So our producer come up and said to us, you know, I didn't know that you're related to Janine. You could have told us. And we're like, oh, okay, sorry. And then this, as we're just about to walk down that corridor where they have that music and it's all, there's suspense, and this other producer comes, and she had this amazing hair, and all I kept thinking about was, oh my God, her hair is beautiful. But as she's coming towards me, her hair's like, you know,
It's like Medusa with
Yeah.
the snakes.
it's gorgeous. But all I could feel was air and spit and yelling at me. At me. I'm going to be really calm, but why the hell didn't anybody tell me you were related to Janine? And she's like a centimeter away from me, like yelling.
Oh, Lord.
And then all of a sudden she's like, just go. And then Corey and I are like, okay. And then we just start walking down the corridor, and we were like, what
And you
the
just have to
hell?
pick yourself up after
Yeah.
that and be
Pretend
on.
it didn't
It's like, everything's
happen.
fine.
Yeah. Actually, just pick yourself up and then just carry on and smile. And I swear to God, I just didn't blink the whole time. I was like, what just happened?
Oh.
And then that was it. That was our episode.
Wow.
So if you rewatch it and I look startled, like,
that was why.
that was why, because I was just yelled at by a lady with beautiful
Behind the
hair.
scenes.
At least the dogs running was enough of a distraction, so no one was looking at your face at the first 5 seconds of it.
I know. Thank God. And yeah, and the rest is sort of history. We took the deal on the show, but didn't take the deal after. We
Right.
decided. Well, and because it's a year and a half later, right? So you're like,
A
we-
lot happens in that time.
yeah.
a lot did happen, and
Yeah.
we worked really hard to get to where we were in that year and a half, and things moved pretty quickly for us.
Hmm.
So we just carried on.
And look at the empire that you've built,
Hey,
my love.
yeah.
Lord.
The Melanie Newman.
Mm.
Yeah, that happened.
Going global.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
taking over the world.
Oh no. But I know, but that's my my Shark Tank story. But then I had heaps of auditions with Pooch Perfect, so that was like another grueling thing to be a judge. Or
Life is a show, my
presenter.
darling. Life is a show.
I know,
And we are merely the stars.
but I feel like it all ends well.
Well, it does, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't go on Big Brother, would we have met?
No, I would not be grooming. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
you
I'd probably
know?
still be sewing corsets somewhere. I don't know. I
Yeah.
probably would have transitioned into something, but yeah.
So, Jacqie,
Yes.
tell me your story.
My story.
How did
My
you
story
start-
is
How did you start
exciting.
grooming?
How did I start grooming? Oh, actually, okay. So I was actually training to be a beauty therapist, and my housemate worked for Pet Bar.
Oh,
Wait, what is a beauty therapist?
Beauty therapist. So like
beauty
massage
beautician.
therapist.
Wax for JJ's.
Oh.
Get your
Yeah.
tash done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your welcome
Yeah.
mat.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was a beauty school dropout.
Oh.
Now I want to watch Grease.
Yeah. So my friend worked for Pet Barn, and she said, "Well, the groomers need someone to wash dogs on a Saturday. Are you interested?"
Who worked for Pepper?
My housemate. Her name's Megan.
Yeah.
She was
Is she still a groomer now?
no, she worked retail, so she worked
Oh.
out front. But
Right.
obviously knew the groomers.
Yeah.
And said, "Well, they need a bather on a Saturday. You're not doing anything on a Saturday. Do you want to make some extra money?" And I was like,
That's
Yeah,
how
of
I
course.
started grooming.
Is
Bathing
it?
for one of my friends
"Yeah,
on a Saturday.
yeah." And I
Yeah.
thought, well, it'll pay for beauty school, so I'll work on a Saturday washing dogs. And then I ended up loving it and hating beauty. And so I finished beauty. I got the diploma. I was like, not interested. And then at that point, my manager said, "Do you want to learn to clip them?" And I was like, perfect. So, and then I went part-time, clip dogs, wash dogs, and then, yeah, I just loved it. And
So
then-
you weren't showing or anything
no,
at that point?
No. I have no connection to
Because I was
showing or
convinced that's
dogs or
obviously how you
anything.
fell into it. Because, you know, showies tend to sort of go
Because
in
I
that
feel
way.
like
That's
I
amazing.
only know you, like really know you from dog shows.
Yeah. So my manager showed Afghan hounds.
Okay.
And when I started,
Oh,
I
my
didn't
favourite.
drive. I didn't own a dog. I house shared. And then my manager said, "Well, if you want to get a dog, get a show quality one. Try showing. If you don't like it, you still have a really quality dog."
Yeah.
You know. So that's how I started. Went on Dogs Online, found my first dog, started showing
What breed?
Cavalier.
Yeah.
Fucking tan Cavalier. We love the Cavaliers. And yeah, so
How your parents.
and he just turned 11. So yeah, I kind of gauge how long I've been grooming to how long I've had him.
Aw.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, so it's been 11
And
years
it's
now.
funny that you got a dog that you're a groomer and you get a dog that doesn't really.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tash,
Oh,
they do.
Oh my
They do.
word.
There's still a
no.
lot you can do with a Cavalier.
I want my
should
Cavalier
say-
people to start pinging off in the
Yes,
comments.
yes.
Let me
Yes.
wait for a bit. What I should say, I should rephrase it like when you show them. They're,
Oh, they're a wash and wear
Yeah.
breed. Like it's still, you know,
they're
like
still groomed. but,
Yeah,
like, they're
yeah.
untrimmed
Un-
in.
untrimmed.
There's no dog out in a show ring that's not
I
being
know.
trimmed.
Mm.
Like
Show
beagles.
me a Cavalier that's not being
Yep.
trimmed.
But it
Show
says
me.
for the Bichon standard can be
Yeah.
shown untrimmed. Just
Yeah.
tidy them.
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Now look.
I
at
mean, they
them.
kind of
Imagine.
looked like that in the 80s.
I know they're gorgeous with their dull heads. So I'm sorry. I should have rephrased it.
I was like, Mel, are we going to fight right now?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. In the right corner, we have.
We have a Bichon. I prefer a mini poodle
Oh.
for a fight.
Look,
Yeah.
let's be honest, the Cavalier's not winning in that
No,
ring. But, you know,
Cavaliers. I don't think it's even going to get started.
No.
Really, let's be
Any-
honest.
Anytime someone's like, "What breed of dog should I get?" I always say Cavalier.
Yeah.
That is my number one answer, 100%. I have never met one that I didn't like.
Yeah.
I've never met a
yeah.
Cavalier person that I didn't like.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's been accepted into the
Yes.
fold.
They're just like so nice. They're being sweet.
Yeah.
They're just being nice dogs.
Yeah, I just like bless,
Jesus.
but I just don't think they've got the capacity
Mm.
to be mean. They just don't have it in them.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They don't. No,
Mm.
no. So yeah, started in Cavaliers. Then I started competing. I say 2017.
Oh,
Maybe 17. Yeah.
just before COVID.
Yeah.
Was that at Master Groom?
That was a little comp. It was at a doggy daycare. It was one of Joe's.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
yeah.
the Royal.
Yeah.
I did after that. And then
Yeah.
it must have been Master Groom
Yeah.
after that. And I was at a dog show and I look across the pavilion.
Yeah.
I see this stunning animal.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? Has to be mine. Went over, met this lady and I said, can I pet your dog? And she got him out. American Cockers. And and he just jumped up on me, gave
So
me
was
this
that
bear hug.
Liz?
Yes,
Yeah.
with Scotty.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
with
Liz.
Scotty. So,
Yeah.
and he gave me this bear hug and it was all over. And then I brought my first American home May 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
the American in the room,
Yes.
I can confirm American Cockers are the best. So good.
And Cavaliers and American Cockers are just,
Oh, they live together well?
yeah.
I mean, they're
yeah.
both just happy and sweet and just want to be
Beautiful
with you
spaniels.
and like,
yeah.
and they're just so mushy.
Yes. And the big eyes and the
Mm.
mushy
But I can't
lips.
cope with the grooming.
Just hate
Yeah, I
your
said that earlier.
haircut.
The minute someone says cocker to me, I immediately think dry time. So I think, oh.
But the result, like, it is
Yeah.
so worth the effort. It's so beautiful. So
Yeah,
beautiful.
I must say, when I see your Americans, I'm like, oh, they look beautiful. But then I think about that. I think,
Mm.
oh my goodness.
It's a
Mm.
3-hour slog.
Yeah.
For my boy, it's a
Yeah.
3-hour slog.
Wow.
And then as soon as he goes out to pee,
Yeah,
it's
it's just
all
all
over.
over. It was nice, the 5 minutes that
Yeah.
it lasted. Yeah.
In saying that, I have Bishop. So
Yeah.
wow.
They're not the cleanest little breed in
And
the world.
keeping them white too.
Yeah, but you can't keep a belly band on an American Cocker.
No.
Nah, it's too messy.
Yeah.
Too messy.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's some interesting backgrounds. We're all a little bit different but the same, but ended up as dog groomers. Hopefully, Macie can come back.
I mean, you have a spare bedroom. I can just move in, right?
I've been saying to Mel, we're going to
yes.
keep her. We're not sending her back home because I adore her.
So the first love of my life was Australian. So
Whoa, what do you mean?
Oh, well, I'm your average American woman who was in love with Steve Irwin from the time she was
Yes.
5.
Really?
Oh my God, yes. I was like flying in and just like having a moment of silence for Steve.
Oh.
Well, I think I think the son is up for grabs.
Whoa.
Isn't he doing
He's
The
too young
Bachelor?
for me. I remember
Yes,
when he was
just
pretty
saw
sure
He's
that-
confirmed for The
He's-
Bachelor.
He's
Yes.
too young
Yeah.
for
Too young for me because
Yeah.
I
How old
remember
is
when he was
he?
born.
Yeah.
Made
That's
us
problematic. But he does want an American tourist. Specifically, so his father married an American tourist.
you.
His sister married an American tourist.
It's only fitting.
I could be his wife.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
So we have to go to the Australian Zoo, Sydney Zoo.
Yes, we should play a little bit of
Yes.
matchmaking. Hey, look, the power of the internet, putting it out there. Robert Irwin, you've got my number in your inbox. Give us a call.
But join us monthly for our podcast. And until next time, guys. Bye.
And cut. Yes. we did
The big red button.